broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good Monday morning, guys. Fellas, good morning. Good morning. Today is May 9. Chad, Tom, James, guys, good morning. Good morning. Gerardo, Jeff, Deepak, good morning, of course. Thank you, Deepak. Jacques and Dominic, guys, good morning. Fellas, today is Monday, May 9th. Hope you all had a blessed weekend. We are coming into another quasi mess as the NASDAQ is down 290. ES off another 72 handles. YM is down 450, let's call it. And EMD and Russell, of course, are down. Gold is down as well. Pre-market, we have a sea of blood at the moment. There is nothing green. Apple's down 375 to 153. I'm guessing we work somewhere between 147 and 150 on Apple before we see any kind of bottom. Cliff, good morning. Good morning. We've had a couple of bot trades this morning, guys. One in the NASDAQ and one in now these are the originals. Albert, good morning. And by the way, if you folks are here on trial, good morning and welcome. Here is the NASDAQ. First target has been hit. And there was a gold bot trade on the originals for first target only. I will continue as I did last week, which is I'm basically showcasing, if you will, the funded trader bots. I have not turned them on as of yet this morning. Had I turned them on for this long, I'd be done for the day. But the originals, good morning, Arjan. Kashkari is speaking. The originals are trading in the background. Morning, John. And at 11 o'clock this morning, as I do every single day, I will, of course, go over every single trade that the originals took. This is where we are currently. We are up $810 with this run around in the NASDAQ. So we're up $800 with the run around. The ES has not taken a trade. Crude has not come online yet. It does at 8:55 a.m. And of course, the Russell will not start until 9:30. So 2 out of our 3 6 a.m. bots have begun to trade. I have also done my one trade in this account. This is my other Apex account. Just as a reminder, I have to do a trade in and out each day this week to officially be funded. So I've done a micro trade. I lost $1.50 on a micro contract. I am done with that account for the day. I will be trading this account, which again, I've done no trades yet. I haven't even turned the bots on. That account is currently at about just under $1,400. I need $3,000 to qualify, so the goal is $500 per day, give or take. And I will be qualified for that one on Friday. And then, of course, I think I will have to trade another 3 days with a micro in and out. I will also be starting another funded account. I will do that today, and I will begin trading that in the overnight. That will be an overnight account. I have had terrific results, at least over the last 5 days. Last Tuesday, the bot was up 520 before it shut off. Wednesday, it was up 702 before it shut off. And then on Thursday, it was up 500 and shut off. And then again, I changed accounts and it was up 507. Last evening, it was up 500 before it shut off. And I changed accounts and it was up 545. So I'm going to do an overnight. I have found that between 6 and 9, these funded trader bots have done very well between 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern. So far, I mean, we have a week's worth of data, but it's worth, in my opinion, for me at least, it's worth trading them overnight. I will be doing, for my members, I will be doing Wednesday, sometime after the close. It may be 7 o'clock. I'll do a webinar for you guys and go over those, different things for those of you that are interested in getting funded. And at that point, I'm going to give you the settings for the funded trader bots that I'm using. Okay? Again, if you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome. I'm not sure if all of my trials are in. I'm going to do, I'll read the disclaimer at this point. I will also go over some charts, and then I'm going to go over the room and what you guys will see this week. We're getting a decent little bounce back up here, which I suspect is going to be a shortable bounce. Bostic is speaking. Currently, he doesn't see the reason to raise interest rates higher than 50 basis point steps. That'll change. U.S. government required disclaimer: futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to any trade. Please trade according to your own accounts, and please trade according to your tolerance for risk. All right, currently, the VIX is up. VIX cash is up almost 11%, 33.42. VIX futures up 5% at 32.48. So we have a fairly elevated VIX. If you guys are trading today, I would suggest, again, I'm not your financial advisor, but I would suggest that you consider trading small today. That would be my recommendation, or suggestion, I think may be a better word. But it's going to be volatile, fellas. It's going to be volatile. I will again focus primarily on the ES, which should be a little easier to trade. Question: when you set the daily limit on the bots? No, Paul. If you're trading them in different accounts, then yes, but I'm trading them as an aggregate account. Good morning, Mimi. I'm trading them in aggregate, right? So I'm trading a single account, Apex account. My daily goal for the aggregate across 4 bots is $500, and then they will shut off. Regardless, this session is recorded, and I will send out a daily email to you all if you'd like to go back through it. So Monday through Thursday, I'll send out a daily email just to give you a overview of the room, which I send to everybody. First, I am running 2 separate sets of bots. I am running the original bots which are currently up $1,770 after the NASDAQ got second target. Here is the NASDAQ bot. So we got first and second target on the bot. So the bots are up $1,700, $1,770 on two trades. First and second target on NASDAQ, first target only on gold. But nonetheless, I am running the original bots. And historically, prior to last week, I have shown all of those bot trades. I currently, it's virtually impossible for me to show 9 different potential bot trades and then call order flow trades, which is the second aspect of this room, right? So I will be calling order flow trades or suggesting order flow trades for anyone that's interested. If you wish to trade, great. I will give it entry, my targets and stops. I will focus today, I would assume, on the ES because I suspect the NASDAQ is going to be a bat out of hell again. I will certainly offer you what I'm seeing in the NASDAQ if you wish to trade it. But the bots that I am at least momentarily focused on are going to be the funded trader bots. Okay? These funded trader bots. I have not turned them on as of yet. So we'll do the trades in the room. I suspect I will not turn them on until market open. If they should get their $500 relatively quick, then I will go back and I will show the trades. Of course, you will see the trades. I will go back and I will show the original bots. It is the same bot, just so you all are clear. It is the same bot, just with different settings. The settings for the funded trader account have been tweaked to a degree to allow for incremental gains on a daily basis in order to get funded and stay funded. That's the key. And they are programmed to shut off once they hit $500. Now, as I am trading the ES, the NASDAQ, and the YM, generally speaking, they will trade in sync, right? The last one I'm trading is gold. So it is unusual that we will get one or two of these. I can't get daily loss exceeded. I haven't even turned it on. They're probably right after the market. Let me make sure here. Hang on one second, guys. Bear with me 1 second, fella. Together. So if they all get a short or a long, pretty much simultaneous, I will hit that $500 and the bots will shut off quickly. That'll be the end of the day for them. I will then go back and show the original bots. Okay, but the goal is for most of you is to see the bots and or get funded one way, shape, or form. All right. Anybody have any questions? All right, let's see what we can come up with here. Normally when we come in, we should be somewhere around 150. We have traded 307,000 contracts in the overnight session since 6 p.m. with 3,600 net sellers. NASDAQ, we should be somewhere around 68 to 70,000. We are at 154,000 and change, 3,100 current net sellers. Gold, usually we're somewhere around 54,000. We are at 69,000 with 2,300 net sellers. Crude, similar, 55,000 contracts. We have 83,000 contracts. So here's what you can expect, guys, today from Ninja. You can absolutely expect, especially on the open, especially in the NASDAQ, delayed quotes. It's one of the benefits of owning Ninja and trading the Ninja platform. I don't think you have to pay extra for that. It's inherent in the platform. We get delayed quotes. So I will for sure, if I give a trade, it's, again, for those of you that are on trial, I also run TradeStation. So, which never is delayed. So for sure, if I'm giving a trade on the NASDAQ, it is based on what I'm seeing in TradeStation, on the charts in TradeStation. But we are definitely going to have delayed quotes today, at least at the open. Record this. So here's how the bot works. Our bot is the only bot of its kind. There are some 4,000 robotic systems out there. Not one other robotic system works similar to ours. Some work on divergence, some work on support and resistance areas. I don't know how the bot identifies what they allege to be support or resistance, but in any event, this is a multi-time frame analysis of moving averages by the bot. So we are essentially trading here 3 charts, all with the same moving averages. Now, we're trading a 177 tick and a 233 tick. Now, ask me, why does a 177 and a 233 tick chart have anything to do with a 3-minute chart on the NASDAQ? And I'm going to give you an extremely complicated answer. So try to get this. I have no earthly idea. How's that? It just does. So in the back testing that we have done, right? So when we back tested all of this before forward walking it and trading it, what we have found is historically, and the NASDAQ, this current bot, historically trades at a 72% win rate. Okay? Using 177 and 233. Now, I can add in a 5-minute, right? So now I'm adding in what would essentially be another indicator. You'll notice we don't get this trade, right? So I can slow the trades down or take fewer trades by adding more or subtracting secondary time frames. So in this instance, the moving averages on the 177, and similar to all of the bots, whatever we're using, the 177 tick, the moving averages are up. The 233 tick, the moving averages also are up. When the 3-minute then turned up, it executed a trade. So this is far more complicated than a simple moving average crossover. The bot also, those targets that you see and stop, those targets and stop that you see plotted, those are not discretionary or generic. They're actually plotted by the bot. The bot is assessing current market volatility and in the form of average true range, and is identifying stops and targets based on the current market volatility. So from trade to trade, these stops and targets could be greater or lesser than the previous trade. So I can't show you anything overnight, but we had a 16.5 handle first target. It's not, so we have pretty high volatility, right? All you have to do is look at the VIX and we know that. We're better than 35 currently. So for instance, in the summer months or in periods of lower volatility, let's say the VIX is hovering 17, 18 kind of area, you might only see a first target at 5 or 6 handles. You might see a stop at 10 handles. So some might look at this and say, well, Jesus, you have a 50 handle stop. 50 handles. Yeah, I understand. But the market, and that's why today I may offer suggestions based on order flow in the NASDAQ, but I probably will not trade it because the volatility is insane right now. Now, for those that have been in the room a long while, or for the benefit of you that are on trial, I'm generally not an ES trader. I will trade the ES. I prefer to trade the NASDAQ. It's kind of my bread and butter. I've made a pretty good career out of beating the hell out of the NASDAQ. But when the NASDAQ is trading at 300 tick range or a 400 tick range, it is virtual. When my DOM looks like a water meter, it is virtually impossible for me to trade. I just stay away. I've been beating up the ES pretty good, yeah. But the ES is doing its best imitation of the NASDAQ. The entry price on the NASDAQ here long was 12,400 and a quarter. Matt. So that's, you know, in sum and substance, that's how the bot is programmed, and that's how the bot is programmed to work. The robot is assessing the current or your primary chart, which in this case is a 3-minute, and it is assessing 2 additional charts, which in this case is a 177 and a 233 tick. So all of these charts that you see here on the left here all have the same moving average, including your primary chart. They're all the same moving averages. That help? We do have small buyers, now sellers. I have not turned on my other bots yet. The originals, no trades at the open. I want to see what happens with NASDAQ up here, right around 500, ES near 70. I'm just letting this minutia shake out. No block trades, none. Looks like we're coming down. YM is sitting on Friday's low and pinging off it a bit. NASDAQ consolidating right here at VWAP. Yeah, I am as well, Deepak. We hit the 70. Can't get through it. I think this is a short here, fellas. Stop at 530, right off that 70. ES can't even get, or 500, I mean. ES can't even get close. ES can't even get close to that 70 level. NASDAQ tagged that level at 500 and faded. ES is short down to 43. Yes, absolutely, John. You can override it and close the trade. Yep. ES has come into that 43. That would be my downside target. We're bouncing slightly, but not much. 43 is your target on ES, fellas, as I see it. NASDAQ kind of chunk. They're just chunking here, guys. This is we do have a bot trade on the original. We have a trade on crude. We have a short on crude on the bot, the original bot. Morning, Marco. Yes, got the 45. We're still chinking around here, guys. If you're short ES, your first target is 43 area, maybe 44. I don't particularly care for longs. NASDAQ has some buyers in here, 500 in this current 3-minute bar. Okay, yes. All right, guys. Kind of a putrid open, but NASDAQ back up to that 500 area. Small block seller, 50 contracts. If ES is going to go anywhere, it's got to get above 62. 1,300 buyers here, just above the point of control. And I still favor shorts, guys. NASDAQ, we're holding a bit of support on the ES at 54, some just below it at 50. Above 62, we might could get to 66 to 70. We could, okay. We could. I mean, right now, this is nothing. I might be interested in a long somewhere around 62 half, 62.75. There's a couple of blocks, 50 and 50. NASDAQ is working a little higher. Look at this NASDAQ. YM, I have nothing. Russell, I care less about. There's that 50 support. We may jostle around here in the first 10-minute bar. I still prefer shorts with a target at 43 on the ES. NASDAQ pulled back to that 63. A little bit of garbage here, fellas. Not. So there's a 200 buyer, but a string of sellers, 72, 88, 65, and 78. You do have a 200 contract buyer at 53. The only way I'd be interested in longs here, guys, is 62.75. Right there. First target, maybe 66 half. 66 half. There you go. First target is hit. If you took the long, 70 next area, 71, and then 75. Guys, I'm hoping for a bid today. Crude got target one on the bot. The bot is up 23.30. I'll go over trades at the end of the day. Target one is hit on crude on the originals. All right, guys. I'm turning on my bots now. NASDAQ doesn't want to do a damn thing. Are we in the second part? Yeah, 940. We have another bot trade somewhere. Russell, target one is filled already on the originals. It's a long. Target two was hit. Target two was hit on crude. Crude is done. And the final contract taken out on the Russell original. Those bots are up 26.90. Not much here, fellas. 95 contract seller here, a 55 here. And we have a bot trade somewhere. On crude, nope, gold. A gold short on the originals. I mean, if we're going up, they're surely taking their damn time about it. All right, we have another trade. Russell. Russell is short on the original. Target one and two filled Russell original. A lot of chop here, fellas. They're scalp trades, but there's no real trade. NASDAQ is wedged between support at roughly 450, now resistance at 540. You can, it's back and forth, top of the 10-minute cloud to 10-minute support. YM looks like it's trying to turn up. YM would have to get above 475. 475. And yet another bot trade. Here's an ES trade, long on the 15-minute. NASDAQ just popping around VWAP. There's not much I can do with this. My delta, if I had to trade delta, I've got to trade it short. Yes, you rat bag. $406. We're just chunking around here, guys. I really like NASDAQ short, maybe. Yeah, below 420. I think we're coming down here, fellas. That negative delta is increasing. All right, Russell's out. Russell got targets, all three targets. There's that 43 finally on the ES. We're coming down, fellas. Closing in on 3,000. So the ES looks like, I don't know where the stop, let's see, where's the stop here, guys? ES stop is at 30.5. I think ES is straight shorts, guys, down near 4,000, 40, 20, 15 area. NASDAQ, if we break below this 19, we're coming. We're shorts, fellas. We're shorts. ES holding value area low, but I don't think it holds much longer. 450 now, resistance. I'm waiting for one more 10-minute bar, which is coming here, guys. All right, there it is. I'll short 17 on a move down. Yeah, guys, I'm going to start scalping some of these trades or some of these moves. Crude's going to go to a loss here. ES coming back. I'll scalp along here. Come on, move above that again. Guys, if you look at a 10-minute bar, we're just trading in a very small range. We're not breaking out of this range yet. YM trying to turn up. ES just traded into the point of control and failed. If ES can get above 57, we trade back 66, 67. I like ES to try to move up a little bit from here, guys. Right here. 58. 58. Maybe target 163.50. 63.50. Almost. All right, got target 163.50. Now we trade 68 again. And depending on what happens at 68, we can go up. I'll be out at even here, fellas. Come on, you rat bag. Got to get above here. Value area high, 68.25. Then we trade 73. 73. We can get hourly above 71. I'm going to target 4,100 and change. We've got to get above 71 to make that happen. Going to go long on the bottom, the YM, in 47 seconds. We got above 75. YM is now at 93, 98, whatever. So the YM got it. If you were paying attention and traded the YM, you had an entry at 75. You get 20 ticks. Woohoo! Going to be out here in the ES. Out on the ES. We're just trading between the two value areas, guys. That's it. Up and all right, we have a bot trade on the YM. This is on the funded trader bots. Come on. Good enough for me. I don't have my scalper on. I'm using exits, and I'm not using the scalper. I'm using the regular targets. We have another trade on Russell short. We're just trading in a real chunky area, guys, all the way across the board. NASDAQ's coming down. I'm going to short NASDAQ, all right, with a fairly liberal stop. And it's volatile as all hell. If we can break down below 18, this is going to get cranked. I'll look to get one off about 20, 21. As always, trade them as you see fit. NASDAQ has no idea who or what it is today. Target filled on something. Russell, target one. Got a short on the NASDAQ bot. Wrong bot. Again, I'm not using the scalper. And we're still just chunking around here. I don't know what the Russell just did. Oh. Stop's got to be way up there. Come on. Come on, you dirt dog. Morning, Magnus. Come on. Come on. If 13 goes below 13, NASDAQ's going to get wiped. Right now, it's just a sea of wicks. Inventory's in line with expectations. Something got target. I'm not paying any attention, fellas. Here we go, guys. Okay. Done for the day on the bots. Done for the, I don't even know what's getting target. Those are the originals. Russell, 2 targets off in the originals. All right, funded trader bots done for the day. Up 810. I'm done. I'm done. That's it. $500 daily goal exceeded. Anybody short NASDAQ? Anybody short NASDAQ? Okay. I think we're going to get lambasted here, fellas. As always, trade them as you see fit. Yeah, we're popping right back up. I mean, I'm lagging, just so you know, on Ninja. We are currently at, maybe I'm not, 30. Yeah, we're at 26. Trade them for your accounts, fellas. All right, Albert. Again, I could be wrong on this. I would have thought we broke down. I still think we will break down, but trade them for your accounts, guys. Negative delta about 1,100. You know, they bought back 1,500 contracts, 1,700 contracts. And another bond trade on Russell. Out on Russell. Here's ES. Actually, it's gone positive delta. Net buyer here, small 58. Some buyers here, buyer here. I mean, nothing monstrously exciting. ES, if it can get through VWAP, I might be interested. Small net sellers in the bar. I'll try an ES long again. NASDAQ has some buying in this candle. All right, guys, I'm going to try a long, probably at 60. Just above VWAP. Target one filled on Russell on a short. Big Q volume. Ton of Q puts were just bought. Cancel this for now. Guys, we're just chunking around in a really small area. That's all we're doing. I'll still take that over 60 or at 60 if the NASDAQ, the ES should pop up. If you guys want to take your risk off in the NASDAQ, I mean, it's up and down a few $100. That's all it's doing. My guess is this is, shorts. I don't see any reason to be long, but if you guys want your risk off and get at, be done with the trade, take it off. We're not doing a damn thing. It's a sea of wicks on this NASDAQ on the bigger charts. 2 contracts filled on Russell. Low of the day, the ES looks like about 31. Some buyers here. All right, I'm done with this NASDAQ trade, fellas. I'm done. Disney has earnings this week for those of you guys that might be interested. I expect they will miss. You can look at this week's expiration, the 13th, 105 puts. I think that's all 3 targets on RTY. It is. Unfortunately, that ES trade is killing. Guys, anybody have any questions? Trading easy, slow. The goal is to make money. Should come into the low of the day. We're breaking now, guys. I told you big Q puts were bought. All right, Gregory. $33.75 short ES. It's a fairly big stop again, guys, just like the NASDAQ was. My stop is going to be 47, but ES target is going to be 20. maybe 1 for a target 1. That's on an hourly. So again, it's a big stop. It's a big stop. NASDAQ, I think, comes down to 305 at some point today. NASDAQ or ES getting a little bit of a bounce. Where's yours, Greg? Ooh, damn. Come on down, ES. I don't want to see this above 47, guys. We could go back to 51. You'll notice I'm only using 2s. I'm not trading crazy. NASDAQ, I mean, this could pop back up to 447. All right, guys, I'll be out here in a second. 47. That's the end for me. Amazon, May 13th, $2,100 puts. Let's see here. Options. AMZN. What do you got here again, Deepak? Let's see here. May 13th. Put. And you bought 2100s. No, last trade at 1915. I'm out of ES, fellas. Out of ES. We're still coming down. Right now, we're just chopping. Let me see where Amazon is, Deepak. We are definitely shorts, fellas. And there's not much of a pullback in Amazon here. I'll look to sell it if we can get a pullback to 2260 on Amazon. I don't know that it does. Even 2260. Let's see here. I generally trade 3s, John, but when it's this, I'm not getting any data on crude. Sorry, guys, my chat wasn't updating. John, I generally trade 3s, but when it's a little more volatile, I cut it back. Thank you, Hubba. Okay. If anybody bought the SPY puts at 95 cents, close half. They're $1.30 right now. Close half. Okay? It's free trade. Not a trade I did, but I'm watching options. I'm watching flow. So we're flat, guys. We're flat all trades. Target hit on the ES. Nice job, Deepak. 1880 is where the bot is. Was up 3,000 and change. Went down $195 and is back up 1880. I will go over all bot trades at 11 o'clock. Is there anybody not making money, fellas? Is there anybody not making? Here comes the blowout. 300 areas where I'm going to start looking for a potential long on the NASDAQ. Is there anybody not making money at this point? Yeah, that has no shot at seeing 4,150 or 4,200 today, Deepak. You're good. Guys, 1 minute. Everybody's making some money, right? I don't have anybody losing money. If you're down in sim, I don't care. Is there anybody losing money? It's only 10:30. We've got another 30 minutes before we do go over bot trades. The ES we can definitely shut off. This clearly will not take another trade. Russell is not going to take another trade. NASDAQ will not take another trade. Bots should be up further. I don't have this trade. I did not get that trade. Be that as it may. Crude is not going to take another trade. And gold will not take another trade. We're done for the day on the bots. All right, Randy. Spies are still getting beat to death like baby seal here. I'll look at Qs in a second. I mean, you're good enough. I know you can manage your own trades. I'm just shutting these bots off, guys. None of them will take another trade. There is no reversal happening in the next 30 minutes. So we're going to finish up 1880 on the bots. And 810 in the funded trader bots. Guys, if you are here on trial, all right, John, good job. If you are here on trial, it may have been a little confusing today. I tried to, go a little slower. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. We do have, a number of trials. But tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing a webinar as it relates specifically to the bots I'm using for funded trader accounts. Now, some of you members, because you're still in old email lists, you're now members, you are in a, email lists, inquiries, whatever the case may be, have signed up for that Tuesday webinar. For instance, John, you sent me an email and said, hey, I'd like to attend the Tuesday webinar, right? You're not going to get anything out of it. Meaning I'm not giving, I'm not going to say these are the specific settings and that kind of thing. That webinar for members will be Wednesday evening. That's the one members want to attend. Now, I don't care if you guys are members and want to attend tomorrow night. That's, you're welcome to. But if any trials are in the room and would like to attend tomorrow evening, Again, 7 p.m. Send me an email. I will send you the registration link. And even if you don't attend, I will send you the video from that. So today, what you guys have seen are two sets of bots trade. One is the originals, which over the last 43 weeks, trading 3 contracts, minis, not micros, 2 contracts in the ES, are up $191,790. The second set, which I have been more focused on over the last couple of weeks, simply because so many traders are attempting to get funded, are what I refer to as the funded trader settings, right? Same bot, just different settings. That's up 810 today. It's done. You guys will see it again tomorrow. I will also go over those, what could have been potential trades today in those. So at 11 o'clock, I'm going to cover all the bot trades for the day. Not quite to 300 on the NAS. We got to 310 and bounced. Let's see here. All right, guys, on those SPY puts, on Q puts, 294 is target, Randy. 295. I think that's where they'll end up. You're at 300 now, well into the money. SPY, if you bought those puts, next target down is 401.50 and then 400 even. Those are almost a double. Guys, we're 21, 22 handles off 4,000. Nice job, Randy. Nice job. SPY puts, guys, are now at $1.60 from that 95 cents. Those of you that took it, maybe reduce some more of your position and hold them for a lottery. All right, NASDAQ, guys, is at my 300. If we don't bounce in this level, we are seriously foobarred. me see if we get some buyers down here at 300. I think it's worth a shot. Yeah, I think it's worth a shot on a small trade if you're willing to be patient with it. I have a 10 handle first target. Few buyers here. There's 10 handles off on the first target. Okay, I can do that, Randy. Give me uno momento. Oh, I only traded 2. I guess I'm out. Yeah, the VIX is going crazy. So this is, Randy's asking me to show this indicator here. For those of you guys that are on trial, this is an indicator that I had built, which shows the percentage change of Apple, Tesla, Facebook, Amazon, and Google. Anything, once we get below 2, there are no longs here other than a scalp, right? Above 2, we are absolutely green. Below 2, we're getting killed. This is the last few sessions. We're just getting killed, right? So these are some of the 5 of the maybe 6 horsemen. Maybe you could throw Microsoft in there. There's the bounce off 300. I guess I had 2 on, not 3. I would have had a runner. Anybody take that long, fellas? If you're in SPY or Q puts, you may wish to close them. Yeah, you have Microsoft in? Yeah, I can add Microsoft. Honestly, I'd rather have Microsoft in there than Zuckerfag. Oop, sorry about that. I can't stand Mark Zuckerberg, so I apologize. Terribly politically incorrect on that one. My apologies. I can't stand Facebook, and it really, to me, has no relevance at this point. Guys, don't email me and tell me you want to register for Wednesday's webinar. Okay? If you're a member. If you guys are a member, don't email me and say, I want to be in Wednesday's webinar. The link for that webinar for all members will be in the member area. I won't even respond to those emails. It's no different than a Saturday education when I do education on Saturday mornings. So if you're a member, sometime between today and tomorrow, the link for Wednesday's education, which will be conducted at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, will be in the member area. There is no need to email me. I will not send out individual links. If you are a trial member and you would like to attend the Tuesday, tomorrow evening webinar, I will send an individual link, but send me an email. Anybody take the 300? This could keep it, keep it. Come on, give me those last 3 ticks. 3 ticks. Come on, dog. 1 tick. Come on, uno más. Some sellers right here. Buyers got them. Well, one tick to target, guys. If we get up through that 37, 38 area, we could trade this back to VWAP now. Let me look at NASDAQ. I need another bar, but I don't get it for 3 minutes. NASDAQ, man, I'll tell you, I had a great trade. Jesus, if I had a runner, that thing went to 70, fellas. I still like this longs. I still like it longs, fellas. ES is coming back. If you guys want to, come on, 2 more ticks, seriously? There we go. We got it. Target hit. Target hit. I'm going to leave 1 and trade around that trade. You can close that SPY puts at $2, fellas. 95-cent entry. They're buying them. I don't have much in the NASDAQ, but I do like NASDAQ as well, longs. I would buy NASDAQ, guys, on a pullback to 54 again. 54. ES needs to motor through 37. There it goes. We're not going to get 54. You can kiss that goodbye. Come on, pull back. Come on. All right. I'll take it at 58. 57 half even. May take a little bit of heat, but there it goes. Come on, fill it. Fill it. No. All right, there's the fill. Let me get my stop out of here. $57, target number 1, maybe 670. Come on. Target 1 at 71. Come on. I mean, she's trying. Trade them as you see fit, fellas. Few sellers. We got a 2 and 2. Nothing here. And then a 17 at 65. Don't you pull back to 30. Come on. NASDAQ's now got to get back above 51. 51. $51.50. All right, fellas. This is unfortunately where I got to get off the boat. Come on. Small sellers in here. Come on. Pull it back up above 31. All right, they're buying them back up. They're trying to buy them. Got to get above 31, 32, maybe 33. This group of sellers in here is where we're getting jammed. Well, Guys, small sellers in here. 120 in this block. 130 in this 3-minute block. I am, Mimi. I would tell you if I was out. Have I ever closed a trade? Ever? Like ever? And not said I'm out of the trade and just let you guys hang? Have I ever done that? Got to get above 31, 32. Come on, don't you drop down. All right, guys. Come on. Got buyers. There are buyers. Gotcha. Okay. Come on, you dirt devil. 700 net buyers on the session almost now. Come on. Giddy up. If we can get above 32, I'll like this a whole lot. Losing some of the buyers, 650 net buyers. All right, guys, I'm going to kill this trade. 1 second. Still have net buyers. Buyers are trying. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out and done. I'm out and done. That's it. Out and done. That's it. Buyers got hit. I still think this 300 area is an interesting area. I do not think we are going to sell off much further. And I would not be surprised if they trap these sellers down here once Europe is gone. We have 800 net buyers on the day, guys. There's not a net negative delta. I'll be going over bot trades here in a few minutes. I'll be right back, guys. It's 11 o'clock. We're going to go over bot trades. So the originals finished up $1,880. I'm going to go over all the trades from today. Trade number 1 on the ES was a losing trade. That was trade 1. Trade number 2, a winning trade. So for my trials, well, I guess members as well, the ES was 1 for 2 today. Okay. Russell, this may be a pain in the neck to figure out, but it took a bunch of trades. All right, here's where we start. Russell, trade number 1 was a long. First target winner only. Trade number 2 was a short. First, second, and third targets, so 2 for 2. Trade number 3, also a short. And a first target winner only. Trade number 4 on the Russell, a first and second target winner. So far we're 4 for 4 on Russell. Trade number 5 on the Russell was a losing trade, a short. Bounced up and dropped right back down, but nonetheless a losing trade. Trade number 6, another winning trade to all 3 targets. Trade number 7, a winning trade to all 3 targets. I'm sorry. Trade number 7 was a losing trade. That's a lot of trades, guys, for one day, and they're all in the same area. Trade number 8 was a winning trade to all 3 targets. Trade number 9 was a short losing trade. Wow, 10 trades. I've never seen that. That's a losing trade. And then trade number 10, a winning trade to all 3 targets. Never seen that. 10 trades. Okay. So the Russell was 7 wins, 3 losses. Make it a little easier from here. Here is the NASDAQ. NASDAQ trade number 1 at 7:57 this morning, got first and second targets. And trade number 2 at 10:06 this morning got first and second targets. Those are the only 2 trades. Here is crude. Crude had 1 trade today, it looks like. First and second target winners. Do not believe, nope, no other trades. Crude was 1 for 1 today. And last but not least is gold. So gold's trade number 1 actually got all 3 targets. Trade number 2 first target winner only. Gold was 2 for 2. It didn't pull back into the trailing stop, went and got first target, and then pulls back into the trailing stop here. 2 for 2 on gold. So those are the 5 bots, up 1880, $1,880. You guys want to share your bot totals? Put them in the chat. This is my Apex account. This is my daily on the Apex. Remember, I only have a $500 goal, right? So if you're on trial, you may say, well, if you have a $500 daily goal, all right, so James, you're up 2220 on your bot. Thank you. Anybody else want to share them? Share them. Because trades went to completion, right? So let me open this up. So let's just go from 8 o'clock, just for when we came in the room. So this again, depending on how you wish to trade them, you have a winning trade here. You'd have a losing trade here. And I'll explain this in a second. You'd have a losing trade here. Another winning trade here. So 2 for 3, 2 for 4. I do not trade these in the pre-market. Okay, 2 for 4, 3 for 5, 4 for 6. That's it. You'd have had 6 trades today with 4 winners and 2 losing trades. Again, I did not trade them pre-market. The only trade I have on the NASDAQ is here. Here is the ES. Pre-market would have done a little bit better from 8 o'clock on the ES. You have a winning trade here, 748, and then you get this chop. You know, again, it's a small time frame on this bot, right? So you got that chop here, which looks like that's a losing trade. So you'd have 1 for 1, 1 for 2. This is a winning trade. Nope, it's not. 1 for 3, 2 for 4 here. This is why I stay out of the pre-market. I'm not trading these in the pre-market. So 2 for 4 on the ES, 4 for 6 on the NASDAQ. YM, you'd have had 1 for 1 here. 2 for 2 here. 3 for 3. This is a winning trade. Pulls back, goes to target, and 4 for 4. YM would have been 4 for 4 today. And gold, gold would have been 1 for 1. One for 2 here. 2 for 3. 3 for 4. 3 for 5. 3 for 6. 3 for 7. That's why I don't. Once I see a move like this and this, I'm done. So again, the goal with these, the goal with these bots in an effort to get funded is not to trade like the originals, right? Which most people are trading for as big a return as you can get. These are to make incremental amounts. Getting funded is a minimum of a 10-day process. You get no bonus points, no extra money, no kudos, no attaboys for passing in a day or 2. So the goal is to pass the combine and then stay funded. We do that by having small daily goals. That's it, $500. If you can't make it happen on $500 a day, you can't make it happen. That's all I'm going to say as a trader. And then the bigger goal is to get 2, 3, 4, 5 funded accounts, 10 funded accounts. I mean, let me put this in perspective. If I had 10 funded accounts and I did 800, that's equivalent to doing 8,000 for the day. It's a lot easier to do an $800 gross day than it is to do an $8,000 gross trade, trading 2 contracts. $8,000 gross trading 2 contracts is almost impossible. At 90% payout, it's a $7,200 payout. Obviously, I'm not taking into account ticket fees. But to accomplish $810, I think I had 3 trades. So 6 contracts. Any questions before we wrap it up, fellas? If you guys are here on trial, I will be sending you out an email today, as I will do every day through Thursday. I don't send emails on Friday. We'll give you your options for membership. Additionally, it will contain today's room video. It is unedited. So if you want to see the whole, whatever it might be, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes, it's all there. If anybody has any questions, please email me. I will see all of you tomorrow at 8 a.m. and I will see my 1 o'clock gang in a couple hours. Guys, be blessed. Have a wonderful day.